52 Questions is a year-long creative project I explored in 2018. Every year, HIVE receives hundreds of questions from patients, their partners, and providers. And every week in 2018, I sought to answer one of those questions in video format. You'll see these questions asked and answered on this page. So what did I learn doing this project? One of the biggest things I learned is how brave it is to ask questions, to be vulnerable, to be willing to say that you don't know the answer and that you want more. And it's particularly brave when you ask questions about sexual and reproductive health. So I find it such a tender moment that we meet people when often you are wanting to find out how you can have a family, or how you can have the sex life that you want, or how you can disclose something to your partner, friends, or family members. And it's really a beautiful experience that we get to be even a small part of that. So I want to begin by saying that I felt throughout the year really humbled by the trust that you give HIVE by asking us these questions. Something else that I learned is that it's really important how you set up or frame the question. In the beginning of the year, some of the questions that I started with were too broad, and it was hard to make a clear video and answer that would stand the test of time. Often at HIVE, we're answering questions about kind of cutting edge topics, but we still want our content to be relevant. In this case, for at least a year. And so over the course of the year, I started to narrow the question. So sometimes if you ask us a question in email or on social media, we might send 2 or 3 videos back because it will take 2 or 3 videos to answer the question. Also, I got coached by Caroline, who is our guru on the website and social media, to try and keep the videos about 4 or 5 minutes, because that's about the attention span that people have. I know I'm guilty of only watching the beginning of videos myself. So for that reason, also, I would really narrow the questions, although there are some of the videos, because of the topics, that go a little bit longer. We answered 52 questions this year, but in all reality, there were more on our list, even though at the beginning of the year, I wasn't quite sure what we had started and what all we'd be able to cover. So the point is, well, I think we've covered definitely all the frequently asked questions, and even some nuanced questions on this page. There are more questions out there, and it's brave to ask questions. And we feel humbled and grateful to be here for you. So feel free to reach out to us. We're happy to help you by email or social media with getting your questions answered. Asking questions is important because knowledge is power. And with that power, we can have the sex lives and the families that we want. Thank you for being here.